Hello, Leo. Welcome. Thank you for being here. This is going to be a general read for be dealing with. Of course, everything may not resonate, so take what does and leave the rest. And for more tarot readings after this, please check out my wife's channel and drop the 3 tarot she's review as well. Thank you. All right, let's see what's going on. Okay. Wow. Once again, Leo, the first card out is you. That's interesting. Who else did I think that was Aquarius? Aquarius gave me the very similar energy of the movie It, Pennywise the Clown. Pennywise the Clown. When they, when the kids are like, we all float down here. I forget the name of the kid that was trying to that almost got lured into, what was it, like the rain gutter or the storm drain. It's kind of like, don't fall for it. I forget what it was. Like he was chasing his little paper boat, chasing his paper boat down the gutter. Well, speaking of, there's Aquarius. What was his name? Goodness. Okay. See if I can think of it as we're doing this. Jumping into this, Leo. You. Right away, Leo, you. I mean, unless you're dealing with another Leo, but Leo. They are dealing with you, Leo. What happened here? Like, why is there this energy of literally just suspended animation of just kind of floating? Like, things are kind of like, okay, like here we are. Kind of like in a dream when you try to run, but it's like your feet aren't touching the ground, but you're going, there's like so much energy and so much emotion and so much going on. What has happened or what has taken place where it's almost like this eerie silence or awkwardness between the two of you? And clearly things have changed in a big way. What I don't understand is that they're literally kind of, it makes me think of what's that game? Not necessarily hide and seek. Not necessarily, it could be like Marco Polo, but not in water. It's almost like Marco Polo, but in the dark. It's like hide and seek in the dark, where let's say, their eyes are closed or they're wearing a blindfold and they're trying to like almost fill out and sense out like, where are you, Leo? Like, where are you? Where'd you go? Where'd the two of you go? How did they're almost kind of like, are they in a dream? Are they dreaming? You've been living in a dream world, Neo. Whatever this reality is that they've kind of stepped into, unfortunately, there's just so much confusion and energetic static that they're beginning to miss like what feels like their their old life, the way things used to be with you. And I don't know what that is. It's almost kind of like they're, and once again, Leo, it's like they're energetically reaching through this darkness or this static and reaching out to you or reaching out for you for, in a sense, like the literal light. Like, is there a light at the end of the tunnel, or is there not at the end of the tunnel? Are you on a journey? Where are you going? Because what this is, it's kind of like that is an interesting energy. That is an interesting energy. What is that? It's like it feels as if everything, like their life and everything between the two of you, is like flashing before their mind's eye. Um, and then all of a sudden, it's kind of like, and now you're awake. It's like, and snap, you're awake. And they're just like, it's almost like a nightmare. Um, Waking up from a nightmare. Are they waking up from a nightmare, Leo? What is that? And you're awake, like hypnosis or something. What is that? There's the devil wanting to jump out. And there you are, Leo. Slap the devil out of it, right? No mistakes, only happy additions. Um, I don't understand that. I repeatedly see this over and over and over, Leo. I don't know. What is that? What is that? Like, whatever this, I don't know if the two of you are going through this together, or like, are they going through this, like, energetically, it feels like they're going through this on their own about you. And like I said, like everything is flashing through their mind's eye. But what is the situation? Like, why are there? Well, it's like there's so much contemplation, like I said, in suspended animation as to them not necessarily knowing which direction to go, which way to turn, what to do, what action they can take, what they can't do. Um, like energetically, what is this reality that they are waking up to, or what is this so-called new life that they are like having to step into, that they clearly are like and I said this for Sagittarius and who they were asking about, are doing like a foreigner in a lost land, or a traveler in a foreign land, or like completely, little, go figure, Marco Polo, someone's yelling out, unfortunately for them, fish out of water. Like you're completely out of place. You're completely like not in your element. Um, in other words, you're not in the correct or right territory, but, and there's a devil coming out anyways, Leo. And once again, that's lost in the static. Lost in the, once again, lost in the darkness, lost in the static, lost in the nightmare, hoping and wishing and praying that it was the dream. What is that? It's kind of like, for example, it's like you go inside your home, everything is perfect. You go outside your front door, everything is hell. Like chaos, just pure chaos. And whatever that is, energy of like that idea of home with you, Leo, is like they're, I mean, they say paradise, but it's not. It's an illusion. With that double energy, it's a fantasy. Like it's not real. It's like we can kind of play pretend here. We can kind of role play. There's the Eight of Cups, and that's what I was kind of wondering. It's just a situation where it's like, like I said, for a dream, like they're running and they're reaching out for the light, which is clearly you, Leo. But there's like this darkness that they're running through, and there's like this tunnel, and it's like in those movies where they're reaching out towards the light, or let's just say a door that is made out of light. They're reaching for this door that's made out of light, which leads to you and with the life that the two of you used to have. It's weird. It's almost like an NDE, near death experience or out of body experience. They're reaching for this door made out of light that leads to you. But the more they run and chase and pursue this light because of that devil energy, like the farther it gets and the more tunnel vision it becomes, and it like stretches itself even further away from them as they're running after you. But what is weird about this energy is it's, even though there's that doorway made out of light that leads to you, Leo, they don't, it's like this energy of literally the light, since, sun energy, the light that you're emitting, those golden rays of light that are glowing through that doorway. It's not you, Leo, that they're kind of like chasing or after or pursuing. It's the energy that is you are emitting or giving off, or let's just say your life energy. It's not specifically you. It's what you give. It's your blessings. It's your energy. It's your aura. It's this energy of kind of like, um, literally, like, for example, once again, the Matrix. The machines are utilizing the energy that the humans are emitting in like a little pod. It's fuel source or it's power source. I mean, can you imagine that? Harnessing the power of a sun or a star? Like if you were able to just harness the power of a sun or a star in your hand. Can you imagine that? It's just like, that'd be pretty crazy, wouldn't it? So once again, what is that they're trying to obtain or siphon from you, Leo? Once again, what did Agent Smith want from Cypher? The codes to where in the movie? He wanted the codes to Zion because he wanted to break. What did he want to do? He wanted to break into Zion and he wanted to destroy everything. He wanted to consume and destroy the destroyer. That is weird. They're emphasizing like I don't know. It's weird, like devilishly. They're like I don't know how much longer I can do this, and it's like uh-huh. But then over here, emotionally, you're just like, and I'm tapped out. But what I don't understand is like when they get to that point of like emotionally, like you've gone numb, that's when they want to like communicate or say something or reach out to you, Leo. And it's kind of like they're hoping that it's kind of like, like through the echo, like Leo, 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 Leo. They're like sending out a ping signal to see if you're gonna like fall for it or you're gonna respond to it, Leo. I don't know. Who's the third party on the side? Oh my goodness gracious. Um, so they have two fishing. I'll just say it for what it is. They have two fishing poles, Leo. They're sending out this ping, whiz, flick and dip, flick and dip, flick and dip. They're fishing for you and they're fishing for another. And whatever this catch is, once again, Leo, it's the same energy. They're thinking, they're like over here, they're like, fuck, you checked me. Okay, strategy. Um, Interesting enough, you're supposed to let this go and walk away from this, but unfortunately, cross watching, you're not. You're not. Things are moving too quick for you to be able to keep up with energetically, and you still aren't giving up this selfish pursuit of whatever it is you feel like you're entitled or owed. I don't know what that is. They're saying, Leo, if I can't get what I want from you, that's where there's that third party energy on the side. If I can't get what I want from you, Leo, immediately I got someone else I can run to and get what I want. Okay. Sounds selfish to me. That's kind of like saying, how loyal is a hungry dog? How, you may know that dog for years, but if they're no longer getting that fuel source from the one that they usually get that fuel source from, or that food or that treat or whatever it is, someone else comes along and the dog's like, in a right away, like instinct, just runs over to the other one to get what they want. Like a dog, hungry dog. A little more. Yeah, this is a situation of let's see what you're going to do, Leo. Are you going to throw a dog a bone and give me a handout or fall for this? Or am I going to go am I going to go look for a bone from someone else? You catch my drift? I mean, they're in the Seven of Swords right there about whoever this third party energy is on the side, or the sneaky link, or the third party, or cheating or affair. I don't exactly know. Um, I mean, they're kind of just bragging and boasting over here, like, well, damn, they'll make me feel good. And it's like, okay. So now you're just trying to rub Leo's nose in your filth? Yes, you are. You at this point, you're like, I don't give a fuck. Okay. So that's a narcissistic move, by the way. That's a narcissistic move to hook up or sleep with someone else to get what you want because the person that won't give you what you want and is telling you no. That's a narcissistic move there. Because ultimately, what they're emphasizing is, I don't know which energy. I don't know if it's going to be you, Leo. You're going to be the big win or the big catch, or this other person is going to be the big winner, big catch. It sounds like they're fishing for survival here. They're fishing for something to eat. I've seen that before. They're like, it is what it is. If you're not going to play ball and oh my gosh, thank you for, you already emotionally checked that over here. So whether it's Leo or whether it's the third party on the side, you're like, I'm just looking for some place to sleep at night. I'm just looking for a plate full of food. I'm just looking for financial security. Clearly not with that hookup energy right there. So all that me over there is just bullshit. That's like I use sex and lust to get my way, to get my foot in the door, and to be financially kind of like settle down and get comfortable. That type of shit. Because from there, it's kind of like they're like, oh fuck, I didn't think this far ahead. Yeah, it's kind of like, Houston, we got a problem. Yeah. Don't get your you know what in a twist. They're like, fuck, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I don't know. You're playing around though. You're playing around. You're getting around and you're playing around. And this is the thing. They're like, fuck, my player ways are catching up to me. And I gotta really, unfortunately, here's their thinking, Leo. My player ways are catching up to me, and now I have to really watch my ass and tiptoe and walk around on eggshells. I need to fucking cool it. Once again, the trail is hot. The heat is on. Once again, it's that same song, the cop song, "Bad Boys, Bad Boys, What You Gonna Do?" Why would you want to be a bad boy when you can be a man? They're like, hell yeah, I'm gonna take whatever I can get. Okay, that's survival. I understand that. You're just reemphasizing that. But it's very childlike. Um, they know there ain't nothing they can do. They know there ain't nothing they can do. What they're emphasizing here, Leo, is you ain't gonna do shit. Like, nah, I know I got Leo on the line. I know I got Leo on the hook, as well as whoever that other energy is too. So I don't know who this is. Um, but like I said, they're having to re-strategize and restructure and fabricate some sort of narrative, script, story, or their entire, I guess, game plan of how to apparently manage you and whoever this other party is. And apparently, you gotta keep them separated. Goodbye.